Hey, what is up guys, it is Phantom here, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about a little bit of my own theory slash, theorizing about the Cabal and stuff, because I've done a little bit of research over the past couple days, and I've came to an interesting conclusion that has to do with the Cabal here. I've done a bit of research on dialogue and the story and the, backstory behind the Cabal and everything, and like what the nothing is as well, because I've been wondering that a lot too. I've been contemplating that a lot myself. So anyways, let's get into the theory here. I'm just gonna jump right in because I apologize for that intro, guys. But anyways, so let's head over to a certain spot in the Arcanum here. We're not really going to be talking about the gate today. I might save that for a separate video because I have my own theory about that. But let's go into this room here. So we're in the repository, which is basically like the big library of the Arcanum, where they keep all their knowledge. But anyway, let's go into this door here because, yeah, there's some important stuff in here and it holds some interesting secrets. So if it will ever load, thank you. So this is called, does this have a name? No. Okay, so basically you have to come into this room here. It's essentially the Cabalist Room, as you can see by the many Cabal symbols here. And you read the Great Schism, which is a book basically telling the origins of the Cabal, how the Cabal were like outcast from the Arcanum and everything. So I'm going to read that dialogue for you right now because I think you guys, need a little bit of background information. So when you enter the room at first, it says, "The small library is as still and silent as a tomb. The secrets in here were hidden because they were too painful for the scholars to bear." So it reads, "Centuries ago, the first scholars came together to study the mysteries of magic and the secrets of the spiral. Some among scholars became convinced the spiral was doomed, and that restoring the first world was the only hope for the future. They knew countless lives would be lost, so they began building the Arcanum to protect a group of survivors that they would select. But others among the scholars opposed the dark plan. The two sides fought. The first group was defeated and exiled. They formed the Cabal. The other group of scholars finished building what became the Arcanum, but used it instead as a base for their studies and experiments. To this day, the Cabal continues to search for a way to restore the first world at any cost. The Arcanum wages a secret war to stop them." So we read this book. We come in here and we read this book, basically telling us a bit of backstory on the Cabal, right? But we still really don't know a whole lot about them. We know their motivation is to basically restore the first world, or create a new first world. Basically get the first world back in any way, shape, or form. And the reason why they want to do this is because, obviously, some scholars, as we were reading the Great Schism there, some scholars believed that the spiral was doomed, right? They believed it was doomed, there was really no hope for it, and that, the first world was the only way to basically preserve some version of the spiral. So, I was wondering, what exactly made them think this? Why do they think the spiral is doomed, right? I mean, seriously, like, what would actually be their motivation for, just trying to destroy the spiral and creating another one, Like, that's kind of crazy, really, if you kind of think about it, but, most likely, I think that one of the Cabalist scholars, in their studies at least, or whatever they were doing, whatever forbidden magic they were trying to do or whatever, that was like locked away by the gate. I'll get to that in another video, but I think most likely one of these Cabalist scholars probably discovered a hard truth about the spiral. I think that they discovered something was coming to it, right? Did they maybe discover what the nothing was and what its plans were for? Because obviously, Sybil talks up this nothing like it's something pretty big that everyone should be worried about, right? I think there's a huge parallel between the nothing and the thing that the Cabalists discovered that was probably coming to the spiral that would destroy it, Obviously, Sybil does talk it up a lot, right? She does make everyone paranoid about it. And when you enter this room at first, like I read previously, this keeps secrets here, Cabalist secrets, right? Kabbalist secrets that were too painful for the scholars to bear. Too painful, meaning hard to accept. However, I think there is an undeniable truth here, that the nothing is something, obviously, and that it's coming, and that it's probably going to destroy everything, or at least try to. Guys, I think that's their motivation for the first world. I think we finally know why exactly they want to resurrect, in a way, the first world. I think it's because of this nothing. I think there is a connection between this nothing and the Cabalist. So then it really makes me wonder, right? Is it possible that whatever Sybil spoke about to us, right, that she might have spoke about as well to one of the Cabalists a long time ago? And then maybe from this they came to the conclusion that the spiral was doomed, guys? I mean, you gotta think about the parallels here, because obviously you know that the Cabalists discovered a secret that was too painful for even them to bear. And so, as a result, they developed this new plan, of course, to resurrect the First World. Obviously, the other Arcanum scholars, the other group of people, did not like that. And they basically went to war, and then the Cabalists were exiled, right? But obviously, they know this thing is still coming. That's why they're still working towards their goal, and that's why I think we're going to run into them a lot in the 4th arc. I think the 4th arc is going to be a huge Cabal arc / the Nothing arc, and I think we're going to find out what their plan is, really. So on the topic about Sybil speaking to one of the Cabalists a long time ago, guys, and obviously, you know, her telling them what this nothing was and that something was coming to the spiral, obviously leading them to the conclusion that the spiral is doomed. So if she really did talk to one of these Cabalists first before she warned us about how we have nothing to fear, guys, I think it's possible. If you pay attention to her dialogue here, I'll put up a picture on screen so you guys can see it, because it's really weird. We've never actually seen something like this before. She said, "You poor, excitable, insignificant beings, you have nothing to fear." That nothing is whited out. It's almost like someone was trying to hide something. Could that be her true dialogue? You know? Because obviously the Cabal's goal, right? The Cabal's goal is to resurrect the First World, if you think about it, right? The Cabal's goal is to resurrect the First World. And the Nothing, let's pretend the Nothing is this force that's going to destroy the current spiral, the one that we're living in right now. And let's say if the Cabal, you know, let's say if the Cabal was worried, basically. Let's say the Cabal was worried that someone else would talk to Sybil and discover that, oh no, there's this huge thing that's going to kill the entire spiral or something like that, you know? Do you think that, I'm just asking you, the audience member right now, do you think that it's possible they could have put some sort of enchantment on Sybil to where she can only call this thing nothing? Because as you can see from the picture, I'm just going to assume you saw the picture because I've already put it up right now because I'm not stupid. From this picture, it looks like someone's trying to hide something. It looks like someone is trying to cover it up, right? Because it doesn't fit in with the rest of her dialogue. Think about it. All the dialogue up to this point in time has not been modified in any way, shape, or form. It's been just that black, like, Comic Sans text or whatever. I don't actually know the font, but maybe. And then there's just this white thing, just out of nowhere. It's like she was enchanted or something, or some spell was placed upon her, or cursed, to where she could only say the nothing. And obviously, nothing, if you tell someone it's nothing, you obviously don't want them to find out, right? Because if someone found out about what the nothing was, the Cabal's plans would be, in a sense, ruined, guys. So then it begs the question, right? Are our current Arcanum scholars, were they really the ignorant ones the whole time? Like, maybe bringing up the First World again was kind of the Cabalists' way of getting revenge on the Arcanum scholars who didn't take them seriously enough about the spiral's doom, guys. Ooh, I'm just saying, it kind of makes sense here, really, when you look at everything that's laid out in front of you, and I don't know, you just kind of make connections, guys. It's really interesting. The motivation for it does make sense, really. Like, and obviously, I'm guessing in this First World here that we have, this new First World that they're trying to create, I'm guessing that the Cabal is going to be the ones, like, they're gonna probably try and make it in their image, though, which is probably why they want this nothing to come. And probably why they don't want, you know, anyone to know about it and everything. So if the nothing is the Cabalist's way of getting the First World back, it really would make sense that they would try to hide it from as many people as possible, and obviously try to hasten the spiral's demise, right? Which is really what I think is going to happen in the 4th arc. We're going to be running into a lot of Cabal people who are probably going to try to make this nothing, at least, I don't know if, like, come to the spiral faster is the right word, but kind of usher this thing in a little bit quicker, right? So that their plans can be carried out a lot faster, and obviously we're going to be trying to stop them. I think that's what the 4th arc is going to be about, guys. Let me know in the comments down below, because honestly, this is just kind of really interesting to me when I saw the parallel between the Cabal's motivation and the Nothing's purpose. So Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this short little theory video. I really hope you guys did enjoy. You could leave a like down below if you enjoyed, or subscribe if you're new and you want more theories, videos, walkthroughs, content like that in the future. Maybe you like that intro. I have no idea, guys. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video in general, guys. Let me know any theories you have in the comments down below, or maybe anything that I should capitalize on in the future. I'd really like to know your thoughts on this subject, because it's really interesting, guys. It's really interesting to me. So anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Once again, I really hope you did enjoy. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Have a good rest of your day, and peace out.